Okay guys, well, it's the next day. I put these brackets that you're seeing there on the bunk rail. It makes it easier for me to cut the boards. So I have the two of them on there. So I'm gonna start putting boards on and making cuts to get the lumber out so I can get it stacked. Problem with this stuff is it's kind of different sizes, so in order to save what's really needed, kind of got to load one at a time on here. To actually see what you got. Well, those two aren't bad. I think I can get one more there yet. These are going to have to be cut on both edges. So we'll cut them on the top edge. They're probably at about 8 inches off the bunk, maybe a little more. And then we'll have to flip them over and see what they look like. I want them to be a really good looking lumber. Yes. Just so you know, I take the tension off the blade every night, and I find it to be better than to leave it on. That cut's not too bad. At that one edge of this first board out here, there's a little sliver there that could come off. But I want to turn them over and see how they look on the bottom. I don't want to waste any of this because I don't have any of this basswood, so this is what I want to hang on to. Alright, those are 1x8s and they're looking pretty good. One thing nice about the boards is that there was barely a knot in it. Yeah, these three look pretty good. I'm gonna save them, put them on this thing. I gotta get some stickers out here, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, you can see that I put some boards over here, I believe, and I want to cut this. Now this, I need two 4-inch pieces to fit into my rack over there. So you can see this side's not too good, so there's not a lot to this. I should be able to get at least one 1x4 out of this. And I wouldn't even be fooling with it if it wasn't for the fact that I have no basswood except for what I have right here. That 1x4 came out pretty good there. That's a good piece of wood. I'll be putting more of that flitches on there yet. There's quite a few of them on the bench. And we want to get all the best wood we can out of that. So I'm going to go grab for these bigger flitches now. about this basswood is it feels a little weird when you're moving it because it has a lot of water in it and it kind of feels, I don't know, a little bit spongy, but the wood that was on the very top that dried pretty much last night is hard, so it's just a little different. I'm not quite used to it, but it still seems good. You can see how nice that board is on the face. So these ended up being 1x10, which you can see how nice they are. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this wood here. So need to get some more stickers and then I'll move them over there. Now that side facing us here is pretty wide, about 8 inches or so. But you can see on this side it's not quite as wide. So I'm going to be cutting it a little bit low there. Probably about 2 inches below the top of the board or so. Down a little lower yet. About another inch. Too bad. There's a little edge on there on the back side there. But I still gotta cut it down a little more. That'll be a 1x6. that one near the narrow side is facing the camera. I'm gonna have to go down here pretty far, probably around 8 inches off the bunk for this first cut. Weighing right here, but the other side is good, so I'm going to keep that like that. See how close to the sapwood I was there, so I'm kind of glad I got that cut made. Alright, so this is a 1x6 here, which will be good. The rest of the stuff on the table looks good. These two boards here have splits top and bottom, so I want to trim these down to 1x4s. And then that can be stacked. Top there has to be down almost an inch. raise this up a little bit yet. I need to take it a little more than an inch off there to get down to 1x4. Alright, that gives me two 1x4s there. They're not perfect, but they're not bad. You know, chances are I'll be cutting these down after they're dried and everything, so I'll be able to get this knot out of here. That was the only knot in all the boards that I have here. I'll show you this layer over here. It's beautiful. Look how nice that looks. Really nice wood. This should dry really good, so we'll see. Can't wait to actually use some of this once it's dry, just to see how nice it works. Okay guys, so I'm going to clean that stuff up there. It's starting to get a little bit of drizzle here. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I'll talk to you later. American basswood. We were cutting up the little pieces on the edge that had wane on them to, you know, make them look nice. So we've got pretty much wood out of this thing. There's there's one layer there, I believe, or 1.5 layers there. So that's like, I don't know, probably 40 or 50 board feet, and there's another probably 30 board feet here, so you're looking at almost 100 board feet or so, a little less. Have a good one. Sounds like thunder. Okay, so I've got about a half there, so 32 divided by 2 is roughly 16, I believe. Yeah, 16. So that'll be 16 board feet. And then here's another one. So this is 64, 74, 80 board feet altogether of this stuff. Plus, down in here there's one board here that came from this stuff. Nice looking boards though. You can see how even they are all the way across there too. Nice looking wood. And the good thing is it's all turning the same color too. Nice. So I'm going to put these stickers up there yet, and then put the rest of that wood up here, and I'll be in good shape with this. Okay guys, so you can see I pretty much have the piles finished there. I need one more row on the top yet. That'll be 13. 13 rows is about as far as I want to go, because with them long forks I got there, they sort of bend when it's really heavy, and even though that stuff's been sitting out for a while, it still has a lot of water in it, and it's pretty heavy. So those smaller ones, smaller piles like that, I'll be able to move them around, get them into the kiln easier, and then I can finish cutting and stacking into the kiln right away. But I still got to get that stuff out of the kiln and get it planed. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. Have a good one. Bye. It's right around lunchtime, and you can see how dark it is. So I'm expecting to pour this stuff.